Ready to go with the first of three qualifying heats for the Go Nuclear Late Model Series. Starting on the pole out of Niagara Falls in the Duguay Haulage Snap-on Tools, number 311, it's Sam Panaccio. Into his outside at a Fort Erie in the Transaxle Parts Zankin Truck and Trailer 27Z. It stands Zankin. Row number 2 to the inside out of Codrington, Ontario. In the Little Village Garden Center 55, it's Mark Rayner. Into his outside out of Trenton. Car number 5 is Steve Baldwin. Row number 3 will be the 27T of Ted Tremblay and the 0 of John Pinsino. Back there in row number 4 will be Charlie Sandercock and Brandon Mowat. And Mike Green and Colton Lettingham will make up row number 5. It's the first qualifying heat is underway for the Go Nuclear Late Model Series. Across the line, Sam Panaccio leads the way over Stan Zankin. With Steve Baldwin right now in third. Hot off a win last Saturday night. Now the Brighton Speedway. Here comes Charlie Sandercock, former champion of the Go Nuclear Series. He moves to the second spot. Powers around the outside. Put the 57 now to the outside of corner number 2. Looks for the lead down the back stretch. He'll pass Panaccio for the moment. Sandercock and Panaccio door to door off of corner number 4. Gives Sandercock the top spot at the line on lap number 3. Sandercock, Panaccio, and Baldwin right now, 1, 2, and 3, coming down to the cross flags in qualifying heat race number 1 for the Go Nuclear Late Model Series. 4 on the board, 4 to go. Sandercock, Panaccio, Baldwin, Rayner, and Mowat right now your top 5. Panaccio committed to the bottom line, can't get it done as Sandercock begins to pull away on the outside line. Again, Charlie Sandercock looking to go for that $5,000 bonus if he can win both the late model and the sprint car A-main here tonight. Little bumper tag there between Brandon Mowat and Mark Rayner. Damage to the nose of the 55 of Rayner now. Colton Lettingham will get by Rayner into the top 5. 2 laps left to go for Charlie Sandercock. Sam Panaccio in that second spot. Steve Baldwin running in third. Brandon Mowat in fourth. Colton Lettingham fifth. Mark Rayner back to sixth. And it's Zankin back there in the 7th position. White flag on the field in this first qualifying heat. Charlie Sandercock, your leader, by about 10 car lengths. Panaccio in second. Baldwin third. As your leader, Charlie Sandercock, former tour champion, works it off a corner 4. Checkers in the air. The winner of heat race number 1 will be Charlie Sandercock over Sam Panaccio. Steve Baldwin will grab the 3rd position over Brandon Mowat. 4th will be Colton Lettingham. 5th at the line will be Mark Rayner. 6th will be Stan Zankin. And then we'll see the 8 machine of Mike Green, the 0 of John Pinsino, and the 27T of Tremblay. Ted Tremblay in the 27T. So your winner of heat race number 1 out of Belleville, Ontario, on the Thousand Islands RV Center, Bellevue Fabricating, Deerhaven Farm and Garden, Stamp Creek Concrete, 57. It's Charlie. 7th out of Gasline in the Bob Pitts Heating and Cooling, Luxair, number 69 of Rob Pitts. And then in car number 10 out of Auburn, New York, the Simons Agency, Pete's Treats, number 10 of Chris Fleming. The 60 out of Lake Point, Ontario, the Mayhew Graphics Fitness Frenzy, number 60 is Nor Mayhew. And out of Ridgeway, the 82 is Kenny Winfield in the Bills Toyota Fort Erie machine. Coming to the green flag, 8 laps the distance, 10 cars. Top 6, again, will transfer. Top 3 will go to the redraw here for the Go Nuclear Late Model Series.
Working it up off the turn. Whoa, we've got one around. Multiple cars coming together. Looks like Chris Fleming around after contact with Solstenberg. I think that's how I say it.
Yep. Stolzenberg.
Okay.
Sorry, I led you astray on the list there.
That's okay. I won't hold it against you this time. So he goes around.
Bellier on the front row for this start. CJ Field now will line up in the 3rd spot with Chad Holman in the 91. Then it's Jim Dale Jr., Rob Pitts back in row 3. Norm Mayhew is there alongside the 82 of Kenny Winfield, and then the 2 involved cars at the back of the pack. You've got the 10 of Chris Fleming and that 7S of Stolzenberg.
So we try it again through turns 1 and 2. Look at that, 4 wide as they battle for third. Off the turn, but on the backstretch, battle for the lead. Greg Bellier looks up on the outside. He'll race with Wilson. Wilson going to try it down low, but as they exit the turn, first lap, give it to Bellier.
And Greg Bellier will lead lap number 1 with Wilson settling back in the second spot. But here comes Rob Pitts, a driver that has many laps here. He's done it in a sprint car. He's been here in a sportsman. Here he is in a late model. Rob Pitts up to the second spot.
Yeah, as he takes over spot number 2. Here comes Chad Homan on the outside now. Homan, the digtrack.com, car number 91, makes a move on the high side. He'll take over position number 3. Now he'll follow Pitts through the turn. Bellier bobbles. Pitts looks for the lead.
So put Rob Pitts to the top of the board, going down into corner number 3, committed to the bottom. Greg Bellier on the outside, and Holman right there within striking distance of the top 2.
So Pitts with the advantage now by a car length over the 25 of Bellier. Bellier continues to pedal it on the high side. Holman watches back there from spot number 3. Wilson still sits 4th, and the battle is on for position number 5.
Off of corner number 4, Rob Pitts will lead the lap with Greg Bellier in second. Holman right there in third. Wilson with a strong run staying up there in the top 4. CJ Field running in the 5th spot. 3 laps on the board, 5 to go.
So backstretch we go. That race for 5th, still a good one. As the 82 of Winfield looks down low on the field number 4. Field right now, though, keeps it tucked tight to the inner guardrail. Just slides up coming off of turn number 4. But Winfield unable to take advantage. He'll have to settle for 6 for now.
Rob Pitts pulling away from second place. Greg Bellier, who's feeling the pressure now from Holman in the 91, as Holman shows the nose down in 3 and 4.
Yeah, working their way off the turn. Chad Holman trying to grab the number 2 spot away from Greg Bellier. Bellier, though, he has given up, at least for the moment, on the top side. He'll work through the middle. Holman looks to the bottom again off that number 2 turn and closes in on Bellier on the backstretch.
2 laps left to go. This time by for Rob Pitts, the veteran here at the Big O. Greg Bellier second, Holman in third. 4th is Wilson. And a good drive by Kenny Winfield. He's up into the top 5 in that 82.
As they take it down the back straightaway. Time winding down here in heat race number 2 for the Go Nuclear Late Model Series. Off the turn, Rob Pitts with the advantage. He'll come to the white flag. Holman and Bellier still going strong for that number 2 spot. Bellier's got it at least for the moment. Holman again going to dive low as they go into turns 1 and 2. Nope, not going to get it done. Bellier with the advantage onto the backstretch.
Setting sail through 3 and 4 for one last time. Off the corner, checkers are out. Rob Pitts will pick up the win in heat race number 2 over Greg Bellier. Holman will come home in the 3rd position over Robbie Wilson. Then it's Kenny Winfield in 5th. The 10 machine of Chris Fleming will come home in 6th. Then it's Norm Mayhew, CJ Field, Jim Dale Jr., and then the 7S of Dave Stolzenberg. And there's your winner of heat race number 2 at a gas line of the Bob Pitts Heating and Air Conditioning number 69. It's Rob Pitts. 3rd and final qualifying heat ready to come out onto the track for the Go Nuclear Late Model Series. Another 8 laps, another 6 cars to transfer to the 3 here tonight. Again, we weren't able to have anyone here with all 3 cars. Stuart Friesian made the attempt, but wasn't able to get a late model ready in time. So we do have 3 drivers going for the $5,000 bonus. 3rd and final qualifying heat for the Go Nuclear Late Model Series.
All right, we take the green flag. We are underway for this final qualifier. And immediately we go 3 wide for the number 1 spot into turn number 1. Potts works it down low in the 29, and he's going to shake out with the top spot. But Tasker comes right with her, Lewis comes right with him. He'll try to hang tough on the top side. Nope, not going to get it done off at turn number 4. Phil Potts, your race leader.
Defending champion down to the Brighton Speedway in that 29 out of Frankfurt. Phil Potts leading the way. He's got 1 win this year at that 1/3 of a mile clay oval. Trevor Lewis back there in 2nd. The battle is for 3rd, and Mike Maresca's made some ground up very quick, challenging for that 3rd spot on Andy Mayhew.
Yeah, he'll work it down low. Mayhew right through the middle. And as they come down the home stretch, look at Maresca now. He'll change lanes. He'll take it up to the top side into turn number 1 as he looks for a way by Mayhew. Side by side, they come at us off at turn number 2. And down the back straightaway, they're even as they work to 3.
Maresca using that outside line. He'll get around Mayhew off of corner 4. Now set his sights on Trevor Lewis for the runner-up spot. Meanwhile, at the front, Phil Potts pulling away. He's got nearly a straightaway advantage on the field.
So Potts with the advantage, and now Maresca to the backside. of the Lewis number 73. Nearly got into the back bumper going down the backstretch. Now he'll work way high off of corner number 4, and he'll rocket around that 73 of Lewis, and he'll take position number 2. So Mike Maresca, he's battling a tight race car, but that St. Lawrence Radiology 7M on point as he now looks to close in on your race leader, Phil Potts, as he works off of 4.
Another driver making some nice moves. Started back in 8th. K-Rex Kyle Sopaz in that 12. Put him now in the 3rd spot as he works by Trevor Lewis down the front stretch and into 3rd.
So Sopaz now up to the 3 spot. And Lewis, meanwhile, now contending with the R19 of Dale Caswell. Caswell's going to tuck underneath into turn number 3. And the R19 looking for another one off of turn 4. But we've got caution lights on the Speedway, and we got one around over in 1 and 2.
And Jay Liverance in the 911 will loop the car around, bring up the caution flag. 6 on the board, 2 to go for Phil Potts, who has dominated this one since the drop of the green flag. But this will bunch things up and give Mike Maresca a shot. You've got a couple of drivers, Mike, that have come deep from the field. Mike Maresca started in 9th, Kyle Sopaz back in 8th, and now they're right there, all by his lonesome on that front row. Sopaz, Maresca back there in 2nd and 3rd, coming back to the green flag.
So we're back to it. Everybody puts the foot back to the firewall. We're racing one more time. And Maresca's going to try the high lane on Potts. He'll get alongside. Shoves the nose, though. Opens the door for Potts to drive back by. So Potts has got the advantage as they race to 3.
This time I will see the white flag from Kyle McKenzie, and the field will make one more trip around. Potts, your leader over Maresca and Sopaz. Sopaz is right there. So is Maresca. Oh, he bobbled hard down in corner 1.
Yeah, he is fighting a tight race car right now. But Maresca doing his darndest to hold on to that 2 spot. One more time, the race through turns number 3 and 4. Checkers in the air. Potts is going to come home to win. With the win, Maresca 2nd, Sopaz 3rd, Caswell and Beardsley round out the top 5.
Trevor Lewis back there in 6th, Andy Mayhew 7th. Then it's Brad Simpson, Kyle Tasker, and Jay Liverance will conclude that 3rd and final qualifying heat for the Go Nuclear Late Model Series. Now ready to go with qualifying heats for the Super Dirt Car Series Big Block Modifieds. And ready to go. They are 4 wide and fancy once again for you, the fans. These are the Wedge Warriors, the Go Nuclear Late Model Series. Lone Wolf Fireworks lighting up the sky. I want to thank Lone Wolf Fireworks, the official firework provider of Ohsweken Speedway. Check them out, Highway 54 Middleport. They're also online and on Facebook. Lone Wolf Fireworks, the official firework provider of Ohsweken Speedway. White flag being displayed. Next time by, we're going 25 laps for the Go Nuclear Late Model Series. Mike Maresca, Charlie Sandercock will bring them to the green flag once again. Kyle McKenzie with double greens in hand. They're ready to get it on like a pack of wolves on a one-legged chicken. Coming to the green flag, the Go Nuclear Late Model Series.
So it's Mike Maresca into turn number 1. He'll lead the charge. Sandercock up on the outside. Jumps into 2nd. Pitts rides 3rd. That's the way they race down the backstretch through turns 3 and 4 here for lap number 1.
Maresca, your leader, off of corner number 4. Pitsy on the outside of Panaccio will take the 2nd spot. He'll have that 2nd spot into corner number 1, but here comes Charlie Sandercock on the outside.
Yeah, Sandercock looking for 2nd now as they roll down the back straightaway. Pitts keeps it tight down to the bottom of the racetrack. Your leader, Maresca, he's still pushing the nose, and now Sandercock way up along the outside wall. He gets this number 2 spot away.
Charlie Sandercock did not win the sprint car race, so he is not eligible any longer for that $5,000. But right now, Mike Maresca is where he wants to be. If he can win this feature and the next one with the big blocks, he's in it for the bonus as the caution flag flies. It'll be The 10, looping it around.
Chris Fleming around in that number 2 turn. He's had a tough night, had some problems in his qualifying heat as well. Now he'll have to get things regrouped and re-rolling to tag the tail of the field in the number 10 as he works his way off of corner number 4 here. 2 laps complete of this
25 winner. Wall of Famer here at Ohsweken Speedway. So you can say Pitsy really knows how to get around the Big O, obviously, with those 22 wins. Don't believe he ever had any wins in the sprint cars. Dabbled in the 360s a little bit. Coming back to the green flag, Mike Maresca will set the pace in corner number 4, and green is back on the field.
So we're back to it here as Maresca leads him up into that first corner, but then they're 3 wide behind him. Panaccio down on the inside, looking to get by Pitts on the backstretch. He'll do so as Sandercock works by all of them on the top side. He'll stay up on the top side as Pitts stays through the middle. Great race right now for second.
Yeah, second on back. It's anyone's race at this point. Mike Maresca trying to pull away from the pack. It's Sandercock in second, Pitts third. Panaccio fights back in the bottom of Pitts down the backstretch.
Baldwin and Potts going at it right now for spot number 6. They'll work side by side, but it's still the St. Lawrence Radiology 7M of Mike Maresca at the front, and he is running it way down low through 1 and 2. Sandercock the exact opposite. We've got multiple cars around here on the front stretch.
Mark Rayner goes around. Sean Beardsley will also loop his machine, and that brings out the second caution of the race on lap number 4, 21 to go, as Beardsley and Rayner will both be able to rejoin the tail of the field. Troubles for Kenny Winfield as well. Slow pace through 3 as we come back to Kyle McKenzie's green flag. It is out and we're back underway. Maresca will rock it away from the field, and they go 3 wide behind him.
Yeah, Potts trying to make a move here with the number 29. He is right in the mix now for the runner-up spot as Pitts gets back to the outside of Sandercock, and now Potts works the outside as well. Side by side, they'll work it into turn number 3. Panaccio way down low again, 3 wide. Now they battle for third off of corner 4.
Wow, great battle behind Phil Potts. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, all going at it. Oh, Steve Baldwin throws a hip check on Brandon Mowat. They all pile in. Homan's involved. Lettingham gets collected along with Dale Caswell, Mark Rayner, and we've got a parking lot in corner number 2. That will bring out the caution. They stacked them all up down there. They are going to bring out the red, stop the cars up in corner number 1 as the track completely blocked up in that second corner. Back at it, 15 laps to settle it for the Go Nuclear Late Model Series. Mike Maresca, Rob Pitts, and Phil Potts will bring us back to the green flag. This is what we waited for, folks. Greens are out.
All right, back on the throttle one more time into turns 1 and 2. Here we go. Mike Maresca jumps to the top spot. Potts going to look to the outside of Pitts down the backstretch. They're 3 wide behind them for third into 3 and 4. Maresca going to lead us here on lap number 6.
Yeah, they were 3 wide there for the moment. Charlie Sandercock had to back out of it there as he had Steve Baldwin, Sam Panaccio around him. Good fight there from 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Oh, Panaccio gets sideways in 2, gathers it back up.
And into the inside, Baldwin now down low in the number 5. He'll work him over. Sandercock up on the outside. They stay 3 wide for through the corner. And Panaccio slides up in front. Sandercock trying to inch his way between the wall. And Panaccio can't quite get it done.
Sandercock right on that outside line. Now he'll dive down low, look to the inside of Sam Panaccio, tucks in line as they head into corner number 3. At the front of the field, Mike Maresca leads over Rob Pitts, Phil Potts, Steve Baldwin, and Sam Panaccio.
Yeah, Maresca in the St. Lawrence Radiology 7M. Whatever changes they made to that car during the red flag period, it is very good. It does not have the same push that he had developed prior to going into the pit area, but we've got caution. We've got one stopped in turn number 4.
Yeah, we do have a bit of an unknown here, Mike, as these teams had a chance to go back, work on their cars, and if you came out in the first 5 laps and thought, man, this car is junk, you had a chance to go in there, make a change maybe. Now, mind you, the track has changed as well, so there's that unknown to deal with.
Yeah, indeed. The track definitely a little bit bitier when I went down to use the facilities down there, listen to the Patrick.
Thanks for rejoining us. 12 laps left to go for the Go Nuclear Late Model Series. Then we'll get right into it with a Super Dirt Car Series Big Block Modifieds.
So back to it here with Mike Maresca at the front of the field. Potts and Pitts side by side into turn number 1, and whoa.
Wow.
That was he hit something down there on the bottom as Pitts' car shook violently, and that allows Potts to get a run on the backstretch. Whoa, Potts 2 wheels off the ground.
Wow, it's looking like Robbie Gordon at the Baja right now. A couple of spots on the track where Pitts and Potts both hit the potholes. There goes Pitts again, sails it in corner number 1.
Down the backstretch, it's all Maresca at the front of the field. Steve Baldwin, though, right there now on the inside of Pitts. That's the race for the number 3 position. They're side by side off of corner number 4, and Baldwin's going to take the spot here as we reach halfway.
I'm thinking this time in corner 1, Pitts is going to go to the outside. He did. Baldwin hit the jump there as Steve Baldwin finds himself into 3rd, and you know what? Phil Potts is kind of closing a little bit now on Mike Maresca.
Yeah, Maresca running a good line, though.
Oh, troubles up in corner number 3. The wheel breaks off the 00 of Jim Dale Jr. Sorry, Mike, but problems there for Jim Dale Jr. and Norm Mayhew involved. We see the wheel go up over the wall in corner 3. I think it's the right rear on the 00.
Was there 1 or 2? Because I saw one just bounce up against the wall there on the outside. Not sure if it made it over the wall.
There's Chris Dickey down there. Are you ready for racing tomorrow night? Well, I mean this morning. 50 laps for the Thunderstocks tomorrow night. Chris will be in the hunt for that. Coming back to the green, Maresca and Potts. Potts is right there on the back fenders as they lean on one another coming down the front stretch. Maresca leads them into 1. Here's Potts, and Baldwin sails it in.
Baldwin, there's something right down there on the bottom. He'll catch that, and that allows Potts to get him around him on the outside. Now Potts going to look to the inside of Maresca. Maresca bobbles through the middle. He's going to lose 1 spot to Potts. Baldwin working him over down low. Can't get it done, but Maresca back to work on Potts into turn number 1.
Wow, put Potsy to the top of the board. Maresca and Panaccio got together there. That loosens up the back end of the 7M. And now Steve Baldwin in 2nd. Here comes Panaccio looking for 3rd on Maresca.
Yeah, he looks low off of the number 4 turn, can't make it stick, and Maresca able to drive away from him as Maresca tries to hang with Baldwin. Now Maresca way down low, running that inner barrier around the racetrack, tried to make a run on Baldwin, couldn't get it done. Baldwin, he's running the bottom now as he works on Potts for the lead.
Good fight at the front with the 2 Brighton Speedway regulars, both with wins this year. Steve Baldwin, the most recent winner, won on Saturday night down at Brighton. As he and Phil Potts go at it, Mike Maresca has caught the top 2 and staying with them.
Yeah, through 3 and 4. Potts gets a little out of shape. That opens the door for Baldwin. Baldwin now off the corner. Can't quite get the run. He can pull up next to him, but he can't quite finish the pass for that top spot.
Steve Baldwin keeps hitting that ramp in corner 1, but he seems to like it right now, and he is continuing to go at it as they go down into corner, down the front stretch and into corner number 1. Let's see what Baldwin does this time. He'll go around it this time around. So Potts, your leader. Baldwin 2nd, Maresca in 3rd. 4th is Charlie Sandercock and Sam Panaccio, your top 5.
And off the turn now. It's still the 29 of Potts. He is starting to pull away from Baldwin as Maresca stays right to his back bumper. Maresca's going to look low through turns 1 and 2, nothing doing. On the backstretch, though, Charlie Sandercock got a nice run that time on the top side of the speedway. He'll try it again as they work through 3 and 4, and Sandercock really keeping the momentum up on the outside. He'll shoot by the 7mm of Maresca to take the spot, but we've got a car around in turn number 2.
Right in front of the leaders as well, it's Andy Mayhew in the 1 machine. Brings the car around right in front of Phil Potts and brings out the caution with now 3 laps left to go. We do also have some debris down here at the entry. Locked and loaded, 3 laps left to go. Potts to the top of the board, Baldwin. Sandercock, your top 3. All Brighton Speedway regulars at the top of the field right now. Humberstone regular, Sam Panaccio up there in the top 5. See what he can do. Here comes Sandercock trying to use the outside line and reel in Steve Baldwin. This time by. They will cross the stripe and split the uprights. Kyle McKenzie says 2 laps left to go, and the right front fender on Charlie Sandercock's car blew off in corner number 4. But he takes the 2nd spot away from Steve Baldwin. This time by, we're coming to the white flag. Does Charlie Sandercock have anything left for Phil Potts? He's charging hard. as they go down into corner number 1. The battle for third, Maresca and Baldwin. Final time down the backstretch through 3 and 4. The second leg of the Triple Crown. The checkers will come out, and the win will go to Potsy. Phil Potts gets the win. Charlie Sandercock second. Steve Baldwin third. Then it's Mike Maresca fourth. Sam Panaccio will finish in fifth. 6 through 10 will be Rob Pitts, Kyle Sopaz, Brandon Mowat, Greg Bellier, and Adam Turner. That's your top 10. So Phil Potts will pick up the win for the Go Nuclear Late Model Series. The driver out of Frankfurt, Ontario, gets the win in the Brighton Recycling. Bay Marine number 29 will hold victory lane until the end of the night, but congratulations.
Well, we're now with your top 2 here in the Go Nuclear Late Model main event. Oh, I'll walk around. Well, has it been that long that you're changed already?
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. Well, Phil, congratulations. What's it mean to get it done here at Ohsweken Speedway?
It was really good. We only ever come here expecting a top 5. That's pretty much what we expect from any track. But it worked out good in the heat race. We were fast. And then with the redraw, which I always suck at, I pulled an 8. So I went, all right, we'll take a 5. But then by lap 5, we're in third. So I said, well, maybe we could do a top 3 tonight. My car was really good mid, and we just kept driving in. It was a good race, hard race. I enjoyed the track tonight. It was fast. I'm not sure I've ever driven this hard before.
Any folks you got to thank tonight?
Oh, I got to thank Jan and Charlie in my pit. Sean left already. Actually, another guy loaned us a truck to pull tonight. I got to thank the guy who owns the car. He's at home. So, and all my sponsors, too.
Give a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Phil Potts getting it done with the Go Nuclear Late Model. We'll grab a word. Second place finisher here, Charlie Sandercock. Charlie, oh so close to getting it done here. And I heard it's been that close here the last few times.
Yeah, we're the bridesmaid 3 years in a row now, so kind of sucks. We did 75 laps packing in the rain, and then they shortened the race by 5 laps. But I guess it is what it is. Someone's got to get cut back. But oh well, good job to Phil and the guys. So hopefully we can come back next year and finish one more.
What's it going to take, you think, to get over that hump?
5 more laps.
Any folks you'd like to thank?
I got to thank my whole crew. We had one heck of a week trying to get everything ready to go. We have 3 race cars here tonight. We had a bunch of stuff going on at home, and I would like to see the actual amount of hours total that got put in the race car and the race shop this week. So hats off to everyone that helped me out.
Give a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Again, second place effort here tonight for the number 57 of Charlie Sandercock. All right, that's it. And I can't send it back up to Greg because you're down here. So, well, hey, if you're watching live, thanks. It was an honor. It was a pleasure. If you're listening on dirtvision.com, thanks for listening, hanging all the way to the end. And that's fitting. It starts to rain again. So, hey, thanks a lot. We hope you enjoyed the show, and hopefully we'll see you down the road.